everyone, this is Tanya from LinguaCom, and in our today's video, I would like to share how I use Fathom's Fathom Meeting Assistant to create summaries of my lessons, of my literature lessons for my students. So what I do is I usually use Fathom during the meeting. It records the meeting, and then just seconds after the end of the lesson, it sends me an email. Here's how it looks, Fathom. And I open the email, and it contains the whole summary of our session, divided into sections according, to the time stamps and also topics. So, for example, in the beginning of the session, we were just chatting, and my students shared their what happened to them during the week. And this is a little bit irrelevant for what I need. What I need is this part. I need the part where we started discussing the play. We're currently reading Shakespeare's Macbeth. So I'm copying the text from here. And then I go to ChatGPT and I paste the text to ChatGPT. I just paste it here. And I prompt ChatGPT to create an email. Just write an email. Write a message to my students who missed the session. Describing the topics we covered and encouraging them to read Act 2, Scene 3. Scene 3 before the next lesson. So this is the prompt that I'm writing. I only have to add that I wanted to write a message to my students who missed the lesson based on the lesson notes below. So this is what I'm going to add. Topics we covered based on the lesson notes below. Now it is recommended to mark the notes with a like a hashtag, and this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. I'm going to just send it to GPT and see what happens. Okay, now let's read what we've got. Dear students, I hope this message finds you well. We missed your presence in today's class, where we had an insightful discussion despite an unexpected electricity. Although this is irrelevant, it just copied some parts of our chat. So yeah, so this is just an irrelevant part, but let's take just what we need. Here's a brief overview of what we covered. Electricity outage discussion. And that was a discussion of one of the students. It was not related to the play. 2, cultural engagement. The conversation shifted to later topics, including roasting concert, also a part of the chat that we had before the play. Then, exploring Shakespearean comic relief. A significant portion of our session was dedicated to understanding the role of comic relief in Shakespeare's plays. We focused particularly on the drunken porter scene in Macbeth, discussing how it serves as a break from the play's tragic elements. Detailed analysis of Porter's scene. We read through the text and analyzed the character of the porter, his humor, and the stark contrast the scene creates with the grim events of King Duncan's murder. which is true. This is exactly what we discussed. And then reviewing the aftermath of Duncan's murder, we examined the sequence following Duncan's murder, exploring themes of faint shock, natural disturbances, and the flight of Malcolm and Donalbain, which heightens the play's tension because Malcolm and Donalbain decide to flee. So that's what I asked GPT to do. And finally, it says, as we continue our journey through Macbeth, please read Act 2, Scene 3 before our next meeting. This scene is crucial for understanding the developments of the play. So this is pretty good. I will have to edit it just a little bit before I send it to the students. So I'll just copy this and go to my messenger. I'm interacting with my students on Slack, so I'm just pasting this message here. I'm going to cut the the chat part, and it's irrelevant, so I'm just gonna leave only the like what has to do with Shakespeare and the play. Okay, here's an overview. I'll start here. Here's a brief overview of what we covered. 1, 2, 3. As we continue, I'll just say please read Act 2, Scene 3 before our next meeting. This is the scene that we read today. Looking forward to seeing you all next class and hearing your insights next class. I think that's enough for the purpose of this interaction. Warm regards and my name. So I'm just going to send it out. It took me less than 5 minutes to prepare this recap. I think you find it useful